Should we start with Real Madrid?
Oh, yeah. Good story, that.
You like to put the knife into Zidane. Everything goes wrong against Alaves.
Yeah. And it's not Zidane. I love Zidane, as you know, because he's French. But there's just a lot of things I don't understand, right? Okay, you've got no Sergio Ramos, no Karim Benzema. You still went away and win at Inter Milan, albeit with the big help of Arturo Vidal, but still. And then you go back to being completely insignificant at home, with just nothing in your game. You lose Eden Hazard, which is bad. But why is he starting again? Why do you start him 3 games in a row? Even if he just plays an hour, I don't care. Surely start him maybe twice and then give him a bit of a rest and bring him on for the last half an hour.
Okay, so Dr. Lauren's diagnosis is that if he comes back from a muscular injury, and he plays 3 games in a row, then he's likely to get injured. Is that it?
No, but why do you risk it anyway? You don't need to risk it like this.
You want to
he hasn't played for a year. Why do you bring him and play him 3 games, use 3 starts in 7 days?
I presume that was on the advice of the medical staff.
I don't know. I thought it was too risky.
I make this point in my musings column. You can parse this game out and you can bring it down to incidents, right? And say, well, VAR was a bit particular with the Nacho one. And by the way, I don't ever want to hear this Real Madrid VAR thing because, that was, I thought it was a handball, it was a penalty, whatever.
Yeah, 100%.
But then equally, Pacheco made a couple good saves off of Toni Kroos. You had the Marcelo hair pull. Now, the reason VAR didn't pick that one up was that wasn't filmed from an official broadcast feed camera. That was apparently was a private camera from one of the Spanish rights holders, Movistar.
Yeah.
And so that didn't get seen. And then you have the Hazard injury, and you're a bit. Oh, and Courtois makes a tremendous mistake. So
they could
put
be
those things
4-0
together,
down.
they could have won.
Really?
If all those things had gone their way. No, but
okay, who are the biggest chances? Who created the most?
Well, that's my
Lucas
problem.
Perez.
This is why I absolutely hate those people. Like, it's all about results at the end of the day. It's all about results. No, it's not. It's about performance. Real Madrid could have won this game easily with exactly the same performance, and they still would have stunk. They really would have stunk other place. Marco Asensio, who I absolutely love, and not just because he's named for Marco van Basten, had an absolute stinker of a game. Oh, sorry, I didn't even mention Isco hitting the post at the end. There you go. There's another one, crossbar, Tremendous finish. Would have been a tremendous goal. Asensio was bad. Defensively, I thought Varane, again.
Yeah.
Again, issues. The midfield, I get it. Casemiro's getting tired. But come on, impose yourself. When Alaves pressed, and they didn't press high, they pressed intermediately. And they did it very effective with Pablo Machín knows how to do this kind of stuff. Every time they can't play their way through it. And then Benzema gets hurt. And then Mariano, whatever, he can't help being Mariano.
I don't know why Marcelo still you had Reguilon, who would have been a perfect left back with Mendy. Why is Marcelo still there? I don't care that he's experienced, one of the oldest in the dressing room, vice captains, all of this. He's just not good enough. He's not good enough to play those games. Zidane, since coming back, has lost 10 La Liga games. Guess what? Who started those 10 games? Marcelo, thank you very much. Every time he's a liability when he plays.
All right. The worrying thing is they asked Zidane about this, and he says, well, I don't know what's wrong.
I don't believe that. I don't believe.
This is just a manager saying, don't go and bust my chops.
Yeah,
I have an idea what's wrong. I don't want to tell you.
Surely.
Yeah, all right. So we shouldn't make a big deal of that.
Yeah, we didn't mention Fede Valverde, who's just by his intensity, they're missing him so much. By the runs he makes into the box, you've got none of that. If you play Kroos, Casemiro, and Modric and Kroos don't run into the box. They just wait for the ball onto their feet. That's all they do. You just can't play one dimension of football like this.
Let's throw this forward to the Champions League because obviously, they're not out of the woods yet. It's not just about finishing first. They might not finish first. They might not qualify at all. Big game coming up against Shakhtar. They're going to be fine. I presume Ramos and Benzema didn't start because they're keeping them safe for that. Yeah. They come back, everything fine? At least for the Champions League?
At least against this Shakhtar team.
Get the win, you're kind of home free. And then
but then you've got Sevilla away in the league next weekend. Then you've got the Madrid derby the following weekend. Plus the other Champions League match.
And that one
will be far bigger.
And that's where things get hairy.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.